Hi Dolldorks, this is Kyanara, and this is my video in which I am going to give you a tour of my doll room. Yes, I am blessed to have a special room for my dolls, and it's heaven, I can tell you that. So first off, in this tour, I am going to show you my first of two dioramas that I have in this room. And starting off, this is my boy Aspen, and this diorama is mostly situated around him, as it has all these tiny little dorky, geeky stuff in it, and Aspen is my biggest geek of all my dolls. This cabinet also holds a lot of trinkets that I use for other dolls, like props like Milo's cameras and some glasses for booze and stuff like that, and some books and just little trinkets and stuff. The other closet is kind of hiding behind my big softbox, but this is the closet I use for my doll shoes that I don't use on my dolls at the moment. But I can't really show you that because this big bad boy is in the way and he's kind of heavy. There's one of two lamps that I have in my room, as weather in the Netherlands can be really dreary and dark, and sometimes you just need a little bit of extra light to make those pictures perfect. So that's why I have these. This diorama is situated on top of this nice big green cabinet. It has 4 baskets in which I hold all my fabrics, or most of my fabrics, as I have too many to fit in these 4 boxes. The bottom cabinets, they hold stuff like my wool, my picture frames that I currently don't use, my envelopes, my shipping equipment, that kind of stuff. Just things that you kind of need when you're in the hobby. Except for the picture frames, maybe. Next to that, I have my big, fluffy, luscious chair. I have an extra chair like this chair in my room, because I have a lot of people that often come over to my place to get a face up or custom clothes, or just friends that coming over wanting to have fun and play with dolls and just have a great time. So I have bought this chair especially for them, so they have something to sit on which is comfortable. Now, I know I hear you saying there are too many pillows on that chair. Yes, you might be right about that. But when someone comes over, I just flip them off to the side, make room for the person to sit on. But when nobody's here, I like my chair pillowy, I guess. Next to that, I also have this nice little tea corner. Gotta keep my guests and myself hydrated, of course. I also have this hanger with all sorts of fluffy tails. These tails, they belong to my werecats. For example, Aspen, who you just saw, he's a werecat, and this is his tail. It's big, black and fluffy. But he's not currently using it, so that's why I hang them right here. I also have a little shelf with some pictures, which are really old pictures I made of dolls that I no longer own anymore. But they're special to me, so I keep them in his frame right there, so I can always see them. I've also got some little gifts and trinkets that I got over the years from friends, and which some I bought myself. Above my chair I also have these 2 shelves. They hold, the top shelf is holding currently some random trinkets and gifts that I got, and my bottom shelf is for my Nendoroids. Gotta love Nendoroids! Also above that we have 2 pieces of art. This one was made by an awesome girl who makes awesome drawings, and this was a commission from me and my best friend, and we both have a doll pictured in it. And the other one was made by a doll friend of mine. This is actually her character, and we used to have a couple with her doll and one of my dolls, so that's why she made me this awesome drawing of her character, and I've had it sitting in this frame ever since I got it, because I really love it. Next to my shelves here, I have these hanging baskets with all sorts of flowers around it. These baskets hold crafting materials that I not often use, but are handy to keep just in arm's reach when you do need it. And for example, some markers, some pencils. I even have a hammer, because yeah, you never know when you might need one. And some other random stuff to craft with. And below these baskets is my other diorama. It's actually on the floor, I know, it's a little weird. But this is the only place I still had left where I was able to put a second diorama. And I actually think with the wall and the part of my chair and the actual carpet, it makes it really cozy. And I really love it. I should use it more for photos because I mostly prefer the other one, but this one is really cozy as well. These paintings that you see, they are actually made by my best friend, especially for my dioramas. And I absolutely love them. They are perfect. So we're coming up again, and we're going to the next shelf. I have a lot of shelves. This shelf holds two of my dolls, if you can spot them. We've got Sniffles, the bunny, and Bubbles, the panda. Sniffles, Bubbles, Bubbles, Sniffles. Their little carrier bags are hanging right there. A bunny for Sniffles and a fishy for my panda boy. Above this shelf I have a little L-doll memorial picture frame hanging. It contains a lot of business cards from the L-doll that I went to last year. This is L-doll 2016. This is a little keepsake of my time there that I spent there with 4 of my doll friends. I had an amazing time, and every time I look at this frame it reminds me of that time that I had there, which was totally awesome. I also have another work of art here from another doll friend that I keep around, which I totally love. And when I'm going down, you'll see this tiny little drawer cabinet, which is actually really important because it holds most of the craft stuff that I use a lot. But first we have this tiny little 4 drawer thing with 2 of my many T-for-1 sets. These tiny little drawers, they hold things like face protectors and elastics and rubber bands and all that kind of stuff that I use to keep my dolls safe when I travel with them. I also have a little bench where I keep my dolls when I'm sewing clothes for them, so I can have them nearby. With these drawers, these are 3 drawers, and they hold my face-up tools, my sewing tools, and my mod tools. So I can show you. This drawer is my face-up drawer. You can see my paints, these brown boxes. Those are my pastels, my glue, my lashes, all the things I need for my face-up, except my brushes because I keep them in another place. And the second drawer is my sewing drawer with my pins and needles and threads and ribbons and decals and all the things that you could possibly need for sewing, except my sewing machine. The bottom drawer is my mod drawer, but I can't show you that right now as I have 2 huge bags of fabric laying in front of them. Next to those drawers is my tiny little desk. As I didn't really have room for a bigger one, so I opted for a smaller one. And I keep it nice, tidy and clean, so I'm always able to start right away with my project that I want to do that day. And it has this little shelf arrangement in front of it. It's actually on my windowsill, which holds my my box, my MP3 player, some pens right there, and some other art pieces, and just some other trinkets to decorate, which I like. It also, next to that, is my awesome lamp with a veil. Yes, my lamp has a veil. but it's really pretty. And it softens the light a little bit because it's a really bright light that's in there, which is handy for crafting when weather is like this outside, like rainy and grey and Next to the shelves are a few buckets. Those buckets hold my glue gun. This blue thing is my Dremel and my pedal for my sewing machine and some crystals and fun stuff to decorate. Below that we have my brushes and tools that I use really often when doing stuff with dolls, like clamps and brushes and hairbrushes and tweezers, lash curlers, stuff like that. Just things that I use a lot. I also have a little bucket of cut up magic block, just handy to have around when you find a little stain on your doll if you need to clean them or whatever. I also have a bottle of cat repellent or just a bottle of water. My cat is kind of cheeky at times, and sometimes I need a little convincing to get him to stop doing what he's doing. I also have a few patterns here which I'm currently using in a project. And some other drawers which hold stuff like a nail polish remover, a spare magic block, my strings, cleaning tools for cleaning my desk when I made a mess, stuff like that. And that thing right there, that's my sewing machine. My pretty awesome sewing machine. And as you can see, I have a big green curtain in my room. I know it's not hiding a window. This green curtain is actually hiding... And it won't come loose. Oh my god. Those are my dolls. I couldn't fit doors on my closet because my room is too small. So I opted for a curtain, which is a 3-layered curtain and holds out any sunlight that might come in. So my dolls are protected when I'm not here and the sun is shining. So, on the top shelf we have my floating heads and a few heads that are waiting to go to their new home. I have a little drawer with drawer system that holds my spare necklaces, bracelets, chains, whatever the sort. A few photo books, some stock, and a box which holds my doll carrier. And, of course, my dolls, all of my boys. I currently don't have girls. I'm not too good with girls. I can't bond with them well. So at the moment I only have these boys and some half-naked wig missing dolls which are waiting to go to their new owner. Below that I have my stockpile. I am currently making a lot of stock for a doll fair that it's coming up here in the Netherlands, which is the Epic Doll Fair. It's being held on the 17th of September in Houten, the Netherlands. So if you are interested, you live nearby, or you're in the Netherlands or in Belgium and Germany or anywhere else in the world and you are interested in coming, please check out their website. It's epicdollfair.blogspot.com. It's an amazing fair. It's new, but it's gonna be amazing. I am gonna be there. I have a little stand and I'll be selling all these awesome stuff. Awesome things. It is a lot. And I'm not even done making things for it. At the bottom I have some other storage things of stuff that I use as like tea in there, and some notebooks and even more fabric. And behind my stock are even more boxes with clothes for dolls and everything you could possibly need in a crafts room. I also have a box of bubble wrap, because you never know when you might need to ship something that's fragile. So a lot of bubble wrap there. And next to this closet is another closet, another IKEA Expedit thingy. And on top of that are my 3 MSDs. We've got Kenzie, Keone, and KG. Oh man, I messed up. This is Kenzie, Keiji and Keone from left to right. And it also holds some other cabinets, doll-sized cabinets, which were formerly used in my third diorama, but I don't have room for that one anymore. So the spare cabinets, they are all over the place. 2 of them are here, there's some there, there's some in other places. And it also holds some other stuff that I really like. It's like these mice, and there's another mouse. I have a thing for mice, so yeah, there are a lot of mice stuff around my room. I also have some guitars for the dolls. And here is some boxes that these hold my eyes, these hold my spare Nendroid parts, some other craft stuff, another sound box. My box set holds my patterns, some personal stuff. And this is a drawer in which I keep all the doll clothes that I'm currently not using. My dolls all have a winter set and a summer set of clothes, and these are the clothes that I'm currently not using on them, so I keep them safe in here. They're all names on the back, so I know which belongs to which doll. The other one holds even more stock for the doll fair. You gotta put it somewhere. And this is where I would keep my wigs. Yes, I have a lot of spare wigs. A lot. The other basket holds all sorts of junk. I don't want to show you that because it's really just junk. Trust me, it's junk. And next to that is my door. It's a little dark right there. But yeah, that's how I get in and out. But there's actually some pretty awesome stuff here as well, which I want to show you. And this is my pin board, where I keep all the lovely messages and notes and things that I get when people send me boxes or commissions, things I bought, trades, all sorts of things. All the lovely notes that I get from you all, they're here. I keep them, and I keep them safe, and I cherish them. Also, there are even more tails here. Yeah, I kind of have a lot of tails. I know that, but I got werewolves, I got werecats in my crew. They all need tails. So, all the fluffy tails. And on the other side here, I have another wall, of course. And on that wall is this heart with all sorts of cards. These cards I got from friends, from doll friends, from people who sent packages to me. It's almost the same as the pin board, but these are the greeting cards, and these things just always remind me at how lucky I am to have met so many awesome people in this hobby and who I've been able to befriend, and just a reminder at how awesome this hobby is actually. Below that is just junk. I keep my sealant here and some protection when I'm working on face-ups and mods and stuff like that, but mainly just stuff that you don't want to see and that I don't want to see, so that's why it's all stacked away there. So that concludes this tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. That would be awesome. So this is it for today. I hope you all have a lovely day, and see you in the next video.